Chris here with Real Breaks. Ready to get started with Topps Value Mixer. This will be my last break of the night. Ton of boxes in here. Let's go through them real quick. 18-19 Gold Label, 18 Finest. We've got 19 Gypsy Queen, 20 Heritage, 19 Topps Chrome, 19 Topps Fire, 19 Clearly Authentic, 19 Signature Series Retired, and 2 boxes of 19 Topps Gallery. So let's do this. Let's get her made out. Oh, I gotta go grab another 5 row. We filled this one up. Let me grab that, and then we'll go live. Let's do this. Alright, let's go. That last Bowman mixer was awesome. That was sweet. Pulled some really cool ones. And so we did basketball, we did Bowman. Now let's do some top stuff to wrap up the night. And then it'll be Bowman all day, or I guess all night tomorrow. Fill in during the day. Let's start off with 18 Gold Label. So we'll do 18 and 19 Gold Label, then Finest. Kind of work our way through. Let's do it though, Jeffrey. It's fun when we pull big ones in these value mixers. It makes it that much better. Because like in the high-end ones, you expect it. And these ones, it's just kind of a surprise. Josh Naylor. David's calling Josh Naylor. All right. Joe, how's it going? I have been playing a little bit. I have not gotten out yet this week. But I'm going to play on Sunday. So hopefully the weather's nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out again. Last time I played like 36 holes. So I got my fix for a little bit. But played pretty well. Swing is still taking off the rust. I guess my swing has been pretty good, but just haven't been scoring. It's tough. Greens are still a little bit bumpy, and it's not the same when you can't actually, take the paint out and put it in the hole. It's just... It's weird with having the pool noodles and stuff. JP Crawford out of 150. Miles going really well. Everybody else is doing good too. There's an Acuna rookie. So go ahead and sleeve that up right away. Braves on this to Troy Joyce. Wow, Joe. That's going to make it a little soft out there. Although when it's soft, you can go really low. You can stick them close to the pin. Matt, how's it going? Matt, looks like you're watching on the public page, which is totally fine, and it's nice they have captions on there. But everybody else is hanging out, well, mostly everyone is hanging out in the group, if you want to come over and watch in the group. All right, let's see what our framed auto is. Austin Hayes. Austin Hayes going to the Orioles. Let's see, Orioles to Thomas Hatchell. Yeah, Jeffrey, there's a lot of nice golf courses out here. A lot of really nice ones. No need to apologize. I've accepted my fate as a Timberwolves fan. It's all right. I try to not get too attached to the Timberwolves. All right, let's do 19 Gold Label. We had like 1 year where I thought maybe there's a chance. But nope, that fell apart real quick. That was our one chance with Jimmy Butler before he started hating everyone. Oh, Joe, that sounds nice. That sounds real nice. I can go for that. I'll see you there. Reese, the unfortunate thing is that it's pretty much the same for all Minnesota sports. That they're always like pretty good. I guess Timberwolves are a little bit of an exception. They're usually not good. But like Vikings are good. Twins are good. Wild for a while were good. Now they're not. But they always get to the playoffs and just get smoked first round. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. Oh yeah, Jeffrey. That's not too far. That's not too far from us. There's a Tatis rookie. Keston Hiura. Nolan Ryan out of 150. Astros. Trevor Story out of 99. An Eloy rookie. That's cool, Joe. If I'm ever out there, I'm going to hit you up. Yeah, for the Twins, it's play really good during the regular season and then get smoked by the Yankees in the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, Western Conference is real tough for basketball, but no excuse for how bad the Timberwolves are. They just I don't know. They just have never been able to play defense and have been a mess playing together. Reese McGuire out of 75 for the Blue Jays. Well, let's see. Blue Jays to Alex Ryan Jessen. We'll lose to the worst teams and then beat the best teams during the regular season. It's just a huge mess. I don't know about finals. But they were good and fun to watch that year. Face the Rockets. Couldn't get past them. We beat the Nuggets first and then had to face the Rockets. Bad ownership, bad coaching. The list goes on. Terrible drafting for the most part. That's awesome, Joe. Would love to. It's weird playing up here on bent grass and then going down south, you know, to the coast or whatnot, and playing on Bermuda. It's so much different. And then going out to like California, playing on POA. It's weird how much the grass changes the game of golf. It completely changes your strategy and, you know, how you're able to hit the ball and all kinds of stuff. Reese, I do not doubt it. I mean, I don't think that they're going to be favorites or anything, but they will definitely be contenders again, in my opinion. High draft pick, everyone getting healthy. Wiggins, either to have as another scorer or to have as trade baits. Raisel Iglesias, refractor auto for the Reds. Reds to Ryan Leaf, or sorry, to Kyle Leaf. Yeah, Kevin says Johnny Flynn will haunt me. Absolutely. Don't get me started. Matt Olson, orange out of 25 for the A's. A's going to Jed Poster. And this just reminded me, we need to keep track of hits so that we can do skunk protection at the end here. Well, let's see. Let's go back and do these ones real quick. We've got Iglesias for the Reds. And then we have McGuire, Blue Jays, and Hayes for the Orioles. Boom. All right. So remember, auto, relic, or any card number 25 or less counts as a hit. Yeah, Jeffrey, back in the KG era. Chris Taylor, auto out of 99. Going to the Dodgers. Yeah, Reese, he's super talented. Super talented for sure. But Honestly, the Reds bullpen is kind of weird. Dodgers going to Ruben Castellón. McCutcheon out of 150, Giants. Paul, I'm optimistic that MLB will be beginning in July like they've talked about. I think that both sides are going to make some concessions here either this week or next week and get a deal in place by the end of the month. And then I think NBA, I think it makes sense for them to go to Disney. So hoping that happens. Steve, you're watching on the public page. Come over and hang out with us in the group. Then you won't be so lonely over there. All right, here's Gallery. Got our box topper. Yeah, Jeffrey, weren't there some other players besides Curry that have really panned out that were taken after Rubio and Flynn? Honestly, the Rubio one I'm okay with. Some people don't think he did a good job here, but I thought he was pretty good. The man was a great passer and plenty of triple doubles. He never scored, which is why people didn't like him, but they should have known that going into the draft when they got him. I guess he was still playing overseas, but you got to know the style of player you're drafting. If you're going to draft I would consider him kind of like a captain type guy, and you got to put guys around him that can score. And they did not do that effectively. So I got so sick of seeing him dribble underneath the hoop. But then nobody to pass to, nobody cutting. Hey, Steve made it over here. Alright, so this is kind of our first look at 2019 Topps Gallery. I believe, was this a Walmart exclusive? So I think this is Walmart exclusive, and then Fire is Target exclusive. Joe, I do not know on that. I'm pretty sure Ryan ordered like Chrome Champions League and like a couple other different products, but I have no clue what happened to release dates on those or where those are at. So I do not have an answer for you on that. But honestly, once the shop gets going, we'll probably get every soccer release. So I would love to continue to do some of those breaks. I have a lot of fun doing them because, like we talked about before, I like playing FIFA. So that's how I know most of the guys. And I like watching Champions League and Premier League. So what's going on, Sergio? Great looking cards. Jackie Robinson. There's Tatis. That's just a great looking card. It's kind of like a matte finish on it. I'm gonna top load it. Yeah, Joe, we've done some soccer breaks before. Let's see, we did a couple cases of Gold Standard, which was fun. Let's see, Gallery Private Issue, Zach Greinke. So that's numbered out of 250 for the Astros. Shohei Ohtani, Heritage Gallery. Master and Apprentice. Looks like Judge. Eloy base. Soccer is fun, and honestly, the resale value on soccer is phenomenal. Like, you can get a relic. You can get a relic, and they sell super well. Whereas in baseball, there's been so many of them that featured artists. All right. I was trying to see if any of those were 2020 Project 2020 artists, but I don't recognize any of them. Verlander. Impressionists. I don't know. Doesn't look too much like him, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Joe, it's crazy. Super crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's relics of those guys where like they don't really have that many other cards. So people are collecting them across the world. There's our auto, Brian Reynolds. Or I guess it's 2 autos per box. First auto is Brian Reynolds for the Pirates. Pirates to Brian DeVito. But it's not as saturated where like a guy can have thousands and thousands of relic cards. Nice looking Reynolds. The soccer rookie card market is super weird. Trying to figure out which card people consider the rookie. I'm just going through these slow and admiring the artwork. We'll go through the second box a little bit faster. Reese, I would say soccer more so than like anything else. You're just looking for the stars. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if they're rookies or not. Pete Alonso. Because it's so hard to say like he's a rookie, but he's been playing for 5 years professionally, just in a different league. But there are exceptions to that. Like Holland having his first cards this year. Printing plates. All right, guess the player. Who is that? Looks like Angels. I don't know. Tommy La Stella, maybe? Taylor Ward. Way off. Taylor Ward, printing plates. Going to the Angels for Jeff Semet. What's going on, Michael? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Mbappe stuff is crazy, crazy hot. Will Smith. So obviously a different frame auto. Let's see what it's numbered out of. $13 out of 25. Let's go. Dodgers to Ruben Castellón. And I'm putting that in the mid now. Yeah, Michael, it should be fun. We did that in the past with like 20. Let's see, what was it? 2018 Bowman with Ohtani. So pretty good box there. Will Smith auto out of 25 and a printing plate. Not bad. Do it, Reese. Grab it. What could go wrong? Honestly, getting anything to open right now for retail. Zach Greinke, Topps Gallery. But yeah, it's also weird too because like both Topps and Panini are making soccer cards, and granted, they have different licenses and stuff, but it's weird. So like, you can get Panini Prism Soccer, but then like there's also Topps Chrome and UCL Soccer for a lot of the same teams. So it's kind of interesting. Absolutely, Reese. You know, you grab the mosaic and then you sell it to pay for your soccer. There's Vlad on the back. Jacob, yeah, there were some nice ones. We hit some cool stuff in basketball. You know, Luka rookies, Trae Young rookies, LeBron color out of Mosaic. From the Bowman value mixers, we had like a cool Eloy auto with the Cubs. We had some really nice Bowman's best autos, like an atomic Nico Horner out of 25. Lots of cool stuff. Exactly, Reese. You gotta do it. Yeah, I mean, I got into flipping stuff when I was in high school, just because I didn't have money to afford shoes and I wanted them, so I figured if I could sell one and then I could keep one, and like now I'll probably never not, you know, be looking for stuff to flip and make a little bit extra money on the side. Rafael Devers, private issue, numbered out at 250. Jeffrey, I have not, but I need to go on and get some of the stuff from yesterday before it's gone. Carson Kelly auto for the Diamondbacks going to Casey Johnson. Yeah, we've hit 2 of those hardcore Dirks now, and they are sweet. Oops. There's Keston. There's Vlad. Yeah, Reese, I ripped a bunch of Prism, and I definitely smashed like the resale value at the time for, you know, based off of the value of the stuff that I pulled from it. And then as time went on, it's like it keeps getting more and more expensive, but the singles have also gotten more expensive. Ryan Helsley, base auto for the Cardinals. Cardinals going to Avery Nestor. Three Zion Silvers? No way. Jeffrey, that Hank Aaron it might be actually. It is. It's out of 99. Now that you say that, I see the blue border on it. Here's the base. Good catch. It's not a 101 though. It's on a new product, not knowing exactly what to look for. Yeah, Steve, I think all of them are they're from that same court. There's Josh Naylor. David said he was looking for him. I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. I sleeved it up. I knew exactly what it was. Alright. Don't make me dig up the post that Ryan had to make when he missed a Platinum Paper 101 from Bowman. And I found it. Here goes our box topper. Oh, that's awesome. Bichette auto from Donruss. Donruss is actually pretty good this year. Chris Davis. Yeah, Reese, I've said it a lot, but the biggest thing for me is that we didn't have March Madness this year. So like John Morant, he had a great year before March Madness, but then he triple doubles first round, and all of a sudden he's on everyone's radar. All right, let's do Archive Signature Series. I did not break the gong. That was all Ryan. All right. We had a Randy Johnson 101 out here the other day. Charles Nagy out of 48 for the Indians. Let's see if we have any more bags here. We do. But yeah, those college basketball players from those mid majors that didn't get to showcase themselves. It's going to take them, being in season and doing something to make an impact. Indians to Lance Young. And obviously a lot of the big basketball products come out like right at the beginning of the year before the season even starts. So we'll see. I'm sure some of them will pan out actually and be underpriced at the beginning, but until people see that stuff, I just think that it's not going to be quite as good. And the other thing too is Panini's going to keep printing stuff. They're not going to start printing less. So we'll see. Even like hoops and stuff sat at retail at the beginning of the year. So you can only imagine, with a worse class, what's going to happen. Steve Carlton. That's a cool one. Steve Carlton for the Phillies. Going to Jacob Gooby Gubrid. Yeah, Reese, that's a great example for sure. But we'll see. There's also so much hype on basketball still that I don't know if it's going to die out. It's just just because the draft class is a little bit weaker. I don't know. All right, 19 Gypsy Queen. But then, like I've said, like LaMelo, I'm sure is going to get a lot of hype, and should be one of the lottery picks. Just the family name will help him, and there'll be a couple good ones to chase still. But yeah, honestly, it could be a big opportunity if you do your homework and watch some film of these guys before the season. You could have a huge opportunity, huge buying opportunity. Yeah, Steve, that's right on too, with LeBron and Giannis Silvers, even Luka Silvers. I think Luka base 2019 PSA 10s were like $100 just for his base card, not even the silver. It's like, what? I could be wrong, but I feel like I saw that the other day. Reese, it's super tough for rookie quarterbacks to have good years, and it's going to be even tougher this year with the limited prep work they're going to be able to do, and the late start to camp and all that stuff. But it's really hard for rookie quarterbacks to come in and do well. Yeah, Steve, it's nuts. Super nuts. Yeah, Kevin will hear plenty from LeVar, I'm sure. Should help the cards. I wonder if Lonzo will see an increase too. Lonzo actually played super well this year, if we're being honest. And being on the same team as Zion could be opportunity for him. That Pelicans team, I love Drew Holiday, but think about it, if it's like if they got that young core of like Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, Zion, I'll even throw like Jackson Hayes in there because I think he looked good alongside those guys. Not necessarily as a scorer, but just as a young piece of that team. Even like Josh Hart looked good. Yeah, Pelicans are starting to play well. So who knows? So Lonzo having that, if they're a playoff team next year, like pretty easily, and you know, you have LaMelo in the league. Yeah, Miles. I was saying if even without Drew, Corbin Burns base auto for the Brewers. Not that I don't like Drew. Drew's awesome. Just saying he's a little bit older. Corbin Burns going to the Brewers for Kevin Michael Burke Jr. So yeah, I mean they put a couple good vets around them, and you know all those young guys continue to develop next year. Could be really good. But I don't know, like the Hawks are going through the same thing, and they still seem like they have a ways to go. They got that nice young core, but it's just not clicking yet. Luis Guillermo, black and whites out of 50. But like Derek Favors is really good this past year for the Pelicans. And like Mirotic can score. I mean, they've got guys. They've got guys there. Even like Nicola Melli played well off the bench for them, shooting threes and stuff. He's a good find coming from overseas. Elvis Andrus logo swap. Dakota Hudson Indigo out of 250. Chris Bryant, Jackie Robinson Day. Jackie Robinson Day going to the Cubs for Kyle Leaf. It's nice. Last year they did this gold kind of background behind the names. You can compare it to the regular base. Made it way easier to spot the variations. So you can see he's got the 42 patch on his sleeve. Otherwise, it's really easy to miss. Yeah, Reese, it's definitely starting to turn over a lot of the talent in these leagues. A lot of good young stars coming through. Missing nameplates. Ozzy Albies going to the Braves. Braves to Troy Joyce. Redemption. I have no clue who the redemptions were in this. Reggie Jackson, high number for the A's. A's to Jed Poster. Michael, it's so hard to know. It's so hard to know for football. I feel like, you know, rookies get on the bad side of coaches, and it's like a whole year's just gone. Jacob, this is 19. This is 19, Gypsy Queen. Ryan Tannehill. He actually was... I mean, he wasn't great last year, but he did enough. He did exactly what they needed from him. Mystery Redemption, autograph A. Is that Vlad? Is that Vladdy? think what was it, Vlad and Eloy on the 2 mystery redemptions. So not that we can go wrong on either one, but at the time, Vlad was the much better one to have when it first came out. But I like Eloy a lot. All right, so who's got it for me? Who's the mystery redemption? Oops, we're gonna do our bazooka back check too. Kevin says just give it to the Marlins. Everybody cool with that? It is Vlad. Let's go. Blue Jays to Alex Ryan Jessen. The bazookas in last year are super easy to spot. But give it to the Raptors. Pretty close. Same city. And it's the last couple here. Random to everybody, Kevin. All right, let's do Topps Fire. Oh wait, we gotta do our Chrome cards. Showcase is starting to take shape. Glaber, Justin Turner, and Jacob deGrom. Looks like Indigo out of 150. I mean, it doesn't have a name on it, right, Kevin? All right, let's do Fire. So, I couldn't believe what Ryan pulled out of those 3 cases that he did the other day. That was crazy. He pulled some huge hits. But then he called the distributor to see if we could get some more, and they're all out. So, we bought all of the Topps Fire that it was available. And this is what's left. I mean, there's some boxes left, but this is part of that case that we cracked for my mixers the day before Ryan did those 3 cases. Yeah, he's pulled like dual autos. So he pulled that dual Canseco auto twice, and then he pulled Acuna patch auto and like all kinds of crazy stuff. Steve, I thought Fire was a Target exclusive. But I don't know, maybe on like clearance or something. Yeah, 2 Vlads. It's crazy. For the price it was phenomenal. It's the same thing between Fire and Gallery. They have some huge autos on the checklist. But obviously they're tough. But when you do them by the case, it's like you get to see a lot of those come out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Target exclusive. But Gallery is the one that's the Walmart exclusive. But I'm glad with how expensive everything's been able to get that we can still do these like how many boxes in here? Like 12 or 13. We do 12 box mixers for 45 bucks. It's awesome. So we're using products like this, but honestly, I think the value in them is awesome. Orange foil Braun. These are out of $2.99. The red are the unnumbered ones. Aaron Judge, Derek Jeter. Rios, purple. Numbered out of 99 for the Twins. Twins to Brian Jones. Interesting, Jeffrey. How'd you end up with that PC? You spend time over there or something? And Josh Rogers is going to be our first auto. I'm telling you, he told me he's going to come on as a guest sometime. But just haven't been able to work it out schedule. I've asked him a couple times and he hasn't been able to make it those nights. But one of these nights we're going to get him on. Orioles to Thomas Hatchell. Michael, for sure, they do. They do. It's like a base version of Inception. There's Josh Rogers. Jordan, I heard you guys found some at 2 stores. Did you get any more than that? There's that Gibson unnumbered. I found some today too, Jordan. You guys were slacking. And here's our relic. Rhys Hoskins, green relic for the Phillies. Phillies to Jacob Gooby Gubbard. Jacob, isn't it awesome? I've been watching quite a bit of it. On like, I think it's Saturday nights or maybe Sunday nights. They go live at midnight. Oh yeah, it's Saturday because Ryan was breaking. And it's a lot of fun. I've been playing like daily fantasy on DraftKings for it. It's been following it closely. That was so cool that Ryan pulled the auto, the Tyson Beck auto too. Perfect timing with Project 2020 out. Keyboom red foil. That's awesome, Jordan. Yeah, I got Bowman and Mosaic in Rogers. Max Scherzer. Call these the Tiger King inserts. Andahar orange, numbered out of 299. 299 of 299. Let's go. Yankees to Brian Dixon. Jordan, I'd rather have the Mosaic, so. Yeah, Jacob, Ramos is killing it. So, I don't know. I would guess that he'll be back at some points. But I was talking about that the other day while I was breaking. He hit like 300 in AAA last year. And then there's Pete Alonso, rookie. And then now he's over in Korea playing. Fulton Everett screen. Numbered out of 199. But yeah, like we were ripping those Bowman mixers yesterday. And, you know, he's got his first Bowman Chrome in 2019 Bowman. So it's like, how do you go from having your first Bowman and hitting 300 to, you know, being over in Korea? But he's tearing it up over there. Couple guys are tearing it up. Miguel Rojas. So Jeffrey, I'll also share that last week when I found some Mosaic, they had stocked Mosaic and like nothing else at Walmart's. So like the Mosaic was there, but everything else was completely bare. So I don't know if some of the Walmart distributors are just like completely out of stuff and don't have anything else to put out right now. But yeah, the KBO bat flips are awesome. They're so much fun. I think it was Aaron Altair got into the action yesterday. Yeah, Jordan, I haven't seen Prism in ages. I did find some Prism football, which now that Kyler and those guys are shooting up in value is worth getting. Really nice find, Jeffrey. Right, 19 Topps Chrome. Yeah, KBO is a lot of fun. If you guys haven't watched any of it, at least like watch the highlights in the morning or something. But they've been broadcasting one game a night on ESPN, and it's been really fun to watch. Yeah, Jordan, they just leave those out, and they put random products in them. Never heard of him, Jeffrey. Soon to be opened by someone named Titus. I mean, there's actually a couple of Korean guys that we'll probably see over here at some point. Like Baek Ho-gan. Been tearing it up. He's like 20 years old, so still young. They draft out of high school over there. So a lot of guys that are young playing over there still have a chance to, you know, come over here. And, you know, it's almost better for them to play over there than to come over here and play in the minor leagues. And as an 18-year-old, what would you rather have? Like stay at home and play a couple years in Korea and then come over here when you're ready? Or, you know, play in the minor leagues at 18 years old and be away from your family and everyone? Jordan, I don't know. I might flip some of them. Might sell some to Ryan. Might open some for myself. Probably a little bit. Kevin, you might be able to do like that Disney Plus bundle with ESPN Plus. I don't know if that includes watching ESPN Live, but all the games are on ESPN. Yeah, Byung-ho Park. I love that one. But yeah, and like other Korean names like Hyun-Soo Kim, who last played with the Orioles, having a good season. Well, actually, a lot of guys that you would recognize if you follow baseball closely. Acuna Refractor. Reese McGuire. Chrome Auto for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays to Alex Ryan Jessen. Reese, you don't need to go all the way to Fairbanks. Just go to like North Dakota. Yeah, Jordan, it's crazy what Mosaic stuff is getting. It makes it hard to justify opening it. I passed in Acuna. I mean, if it's just a base, we don't need to sleeve them all up. They're not rookies or anything. Yeah, it's just a base chrome. I just grabbed this one because it's a refractor. Fisherman cards. Clayton Kershaw, purple, numbered out of 299 for the Dodgers. Jordan, we pulled some Zion color today. No worries, Michael. You have me thinking that I missed a variation or something. If it was a rookie, I'd be sleeving it. Jalen Beeks refractor for our second auto. That's going to the Rays for Joe White. Yes, sir, Jordan. I think it was it orange? Orange mosaic. It's Razor on the board. $439 out of $499. People are always gonna hate when they don't find it themselves, Reese. But they all would have done the same thing. I laugh so hard when people say like, leave some for the kids. Come on. Ryan Barucki, Orange Wave for the Blue Jays. You can't tell me that you wouldn't have done the same thing. All those people that are saying that. Or you leave one and the next guy comes in and buys it. 7 out of 25. Barucki for the Blue Jays. Going to Alex Ryan Jessen. Exactly my point, Jordan. There's not some random kid that's going to be walking through and is going to find Prism basketball and just randomly decide to buy it. Here's some nice hits. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Prism going to the Blue Jays for Alex Ryan Jessen. Perfect, Kevin. I still consider myself a kid, so I don't even have to worry about it. Still a kid with student loans. Blue Jays are crushing in this one. Eloy base. I mean, they make opening day too, and that's sitting on shelves. So if they want to open some baseball, they can open opening day. Hey, Kevin, I'm not going to judge you for that. Kevin said he gets away with buying Princess fruit snacks too. I've been known to buy Scooby-Doo fruit snacks quite frequently. All right, so just Heritage. Basketball is crazy expensive, man. I mean, for the most part, what I've done with basketball is sell any wax, sell any wax, and then buy singles. But if I can buy the wax, well and get lucky on it, then I got money to buy singles. Hey, we woke Sud up. Jordan, me and Ryan Holland, not Sud, did open some of our Bowman retail today. We did all right. We hit a green auto and one Dominguez Chrome. We ripped a whole gravity feed of 36 packs, and then we ripped 4 blasters. Exactly, Reese. Exactly. I gotta pay for all my PSA grading I'm doing. Gotta pay for it somehow. Because you drop off 150 cards, if it comes back, all of a sudden you got a $1,500 bill that you gotta pay, regardless of whether they 9 or 10. Yeah, so Jordan, they're just different configurations. So like for Mosaic, there's the blasters, which are like the $20 boxes, the hanger boxes, which are, I don't know, I don't know how much the Mosaic ones are, but they're usually like $10, and then, or maybe 15, and then the cellos are like $10. The cellos are the ones that have like the 3 packs in them with the pink camos. All right, here we go with 2020 Heritage. Are they really going to have upside down cards for us? Adam Eaton refractor for the Nationals. Going to Miles Gerard. That's numbered out of 571. Seriously, Reese. I've been dropping off stuff pretty frequently now, so I started sending in a bunch of stuff at the beginning of the year. There's Devers action variation. And then now I'm finally starting to get stuff back regularly because I started then. Yeah, you just gotta keep sending them in, Jeffrey. Keep sending. Red Sox to Sergio Gutierrez. Hopefully the auto isn't one of these upside down ones. I'm kind of cruising through those. Keston. Honestly, Reese, I don't think the 20-day is all that bad. You know, you pay double, but depending on the value of stuff you're sending in, you know, if you're sending in a card that's going to be $100 graded, it's not a huge difference if it's you know, if you spend $10 getting it graded or $20 grading it. So, and then you're going to get it back a lot quicker. Because the difference between a 20-day and a 45-day is not 20 days. Or 20, you know, 25 days. Kyle Schwarber, relic for the Cubs. Going to Kyle Leaf. But yeah, like on a lot of this stuff, I'm fine paying the extra $10 on it and knowing that I'm going to get it back, you know, at a reasonable turnaround. '90s hockey, that's awesome, Jeffrey. David Fletcher, high number. Yeah, I mean, I do almost everything PSA. I do some autograph stuff from BGS, but yeah, honestly, it's so much tougher to try to get a 10 of BGS. And 9.5s are like the same value as a raw on a lot of the basketball stuff. So sure, if you can get a 10 or black label, you're sitting really good. Marwin Gonzalez, high number, but it's just so hard to do that it's not worth it. I'd rather send a PSA Marte, where it's a little easier to get a 10. Reese, for sure. I was worried about that at the beginning too, but I don't know. I just started wiping them down myself, and you know I've gotten the hang of it kind of. Goldschmidt's. It takes time for sure, but it's not that hard. Ryan, you're talking about the semi-rigids. I don't have a whole lot. There's Keston, high number. I know Ryan's like pretty much out of those, and like across the country they're pretty much sold out. But we did order cases from BCW, so once those come in, I'll have some, and Ryan will have some. John Lester, high number. Joe, just so I use a loop to inspect them, a jeweler's loop, and then just microfiber cloths. I'm scared to do waxing, but I know people do that, and it's interesting. Like I feel like waxing gets a really bad rap in the hobby. But there's David Peralta, high number. But Beckett actually told Ryan and Tom when they were down there meeting with them that they don't mind it. They think it's actually like restoring the cards to their original state. So it's not altering them, it's restoring them, which is a big difference between like that and trimming a card, which obviously, Amir Garrett, I do not have the skills to do that, nor would I ever want to try that. I don't know how you can get away with that on a modern card too. Well, if you read the blowout forums every so often, people do. Yeah, for sure, Reese. I get it. I totally get it. I felt that way too. Like I did some like Zion and Jock color from Prism, and my first time I was like, but just practice on lower dollar stuff. And obviously chrome is easier too because you're not going to ruin the corners as easily as you can with paper. Ryan, yeah, you have to put them in semi-rigids to send them in. You can't give them to them just in the regular top loaders unless they're like relics and stuff. Those you can, but any chrome or paper cards have to go in a semi-rigid. Yeah, right now eBay is probably your best bet, but you'll pay a little bit more because typically you can get them for like 10 cents a piece. But if you're buying on eBay, you're probably gonna get them more expensive than that. Yeah, Alex, I have like light ones just by wiping them down. Yachty. Oh, I guess we probably want that. Leave it in here. But yeah, the print lines are the tough ones. And like honestly, I've sent stuff into PSA that I thought would get smoked on the print lines that didn't. So I don't know. Sometimes they just let those go, especially on Prism. I feel like. Kevin, so the difference between a semi-rigid and a regular top loader. Let's see. There, I think I can go grab one. I think Ryan has some over here. I'll be right back. All right, so here is a semi-rigid. You'll see them called card savers sometimes, or like Ultra Pros ones. Just say Ultra Pro up here. But these are used for grading submissions. So you just put them in here, and then PSA and stuff, they just toss them when they get these in. So obviously a lot thinner than your top loaders. But like let's say we have this Eden card. You just put it like this, and that's how you send it in to get graded. But before you grade it, you want to wipe down the surface. And for these, I wouldn't because it's like paper on the back. But for like a Prism card, I would take a microfiber cloth and I'd like take it and rub down the edges to make sure that they're smooth. So they've actually told Ryan and Tom, like at Beckett, they actually use their finger and rub it along the edge to test the edges. So that's how they grade those. So you want to the microfiber cloth will just like sand them down a tiny bit to make it smooth. You're not gonna ruin the edges and stuff if you just do it lightly. But I do that, I wipe down the front, and then what I do is I hold it like right at the top, so I know that I'm gonna put a fingerprint right on that spot. But then I'll put it in the sleeve, a brand new sleeve, and then I'll hold the sleeve and wipe down that top edge where I was holding it before, and then you're ready to go. But yes, Kevin, you have to have these when you send it into PSA. They won't take it any other way unless they're relics. Relics they'll take in the top loaders like this, the whatever size they fit in the top loader. But there's your PSA lesson for the day. But yeah, I always take a jeweler's loop. You can get them really cheap off of eBay. Take a jeweler's loop and inspect the corners and stuff. And obviously the surface, you guys gotta look at it at different angles and look for defects and stuff. If there's anything that stands out to me, then I'll use the loop on that particular spot. And then, try to use a microfiber to rub it out or, whatever you need to do. But honestly, I feel like I'm pretty picky on like some of the stuff I send in too. But if you're okay with getting 9s, then you can be less picky. And some stuff, you'll be surprised. Like I've sent some stuff in that I thought for sure was going to 9 and it came back as 10. But you just never know. And then some stuff that you think for sure is a 10 ends up coming back as a 9 or whatnot. But yeah, absolutely, guys. That is a short little lesson for the day. But all right, so let's do our quick recap here. Devers action for the Red Sox. Barucki, Orange Wave for the Blue Jays. Fulton Evans green out of 99 for the Braves. Guillermy out of 50 for the Mets. Hank Aaron out of 99 Braves. Fernando Tatis Jr. Padres. Matt Olson out of 25 A's. Acuna rookie for the Braves. Yeah, absolutely, guys. If you have any more questions, though, feel free to reach out. Happy to answer. I'm still fairly new at it, too, but I'm doing enough cards now that I've kind of got the hang of it. Reese McGuire, base auto for the Blue Jays. Rogers, Orioles. Burns, Brewers. Helsley for the Cardinals. Kelly, Diamondbacks. Reynolds, Pirates. Iglesias, Reds. McGuire out of 75, Blue Jays. Hayes, Orioles. Yeah, absolutely, Reese. So if you guys need anyone to send in too for BGS, we have someone local that's like one of the biggest subbers in the country that I can get you hooked up with. Jalen Beeks out of 499 for the Rays. Once we're in the shop, I think what we're going to do, and here's Chris Taylor out of 99 for the Dodgers. I think we're going to contract with him to kind of like pick up and drop off cards from the shop so that if you guys hit stuff in breaks and you want it, you know, to get graded by him, we could just give it right to him instead of having to send it to you and then, you know, all that stuff. Schwarber relic for the Cubs and Hoskins out of 75 for the Phillies. Blue Jays smashed in this one. They did super well. These are 2 encased autos. Carlton. Let's see, I don't think it's numbered. Carlton going to the Phillies and Nagy for the Indians out of 48. But yeah, for him it's like $10.50 for bulk cards 45 day, and then like 21 for 20 day, and then it goes up from there. Showcase Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Prism for the Blue Jays. Going to Alex Ryan Jessen. Here, actually, let's put in the mint with this. Chris Bryant, Jackie Robinson Day for the Cubs. Going to Kyle Leaf. Printing plates, Taylor Ward for the Angels. Going to Jeff Semet. Will Smith, autograph numbered out of 25 for the Dodgers. Going to Ruben Castellon. And the Money Mitt hits of the break. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Prism Refractor and Mystery Redemption. This is also Vlad. Blue Jays on these to Alex Ryan Jessen. Yeah, Miles, that's the plan. Nothing's like finalized yet, but that's what we're talking to him about doing. So he would be able to, you know, take the orders from us and do them and then bring them back once they're done. So one more thing for the night, guys. We're going to go ahead and random off the Skunk Protection. We got 5 Luis Robert living sets. So nice looking Robert rookies. We got 5 of those. Let's go ahead and do the random. I'm going to flip over, let's see. Flip over to the desktop view. Here are the teams that skunked. Let's make our list. Yeah, it'd be sweet to have that in place, and then obviously you'd have to pay for, you know, the grading and then shipping out after it comes back. But it'll be a nice service for us to be able to offer. Man, this whole chunk down here, what's going on there? All right, 16 skunks. So you got like a 1 in 3 shot basically. Top 5 are gonna win the Roberts. So let's do. Oops. Topps value mixer. Alright, let's paste it in. 16 entries, Joe on top, Brian on the bottom. Dice roll's gotta be 4 or higher. 10 rounds, alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and final round 10. Sergio on top, David on the bottom. Let's go ahead and copy this link. I'm going to go back to the main page. Geez, 39 people want to join. That's just from while we've been live tonight too. That's crazy. All right, so here's the Topps Value Mixer. Let's see, Skunk Protection. Boom. All right, so let's see who got them. So top 5 here. We're going to win them. Sergio, Marcus, Kevin, Lance, and Candace. Let's do that, and then let's do green, because we're winners. All right. So I'll go ahead and use Post-it notes to write those down. Congrats, Kevin. Nice hit. I told you were going to end up with one. But thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you so much. And I'll see you on Saturday afternoon, probably with more Bowman. Maybe we can do some basketball too on Saturday. But have fun doing Bowman tomorrow night. And I'll see you guys later. And like I said, feel free to reach out if you have any questions for PSA or want to know more about my process. But happy to answer those questions. Happy to point you towards our grading group that I use and that we're going to be using with the shop, hopefully. But yeah, just let me know, and I'll see you guys.